We'll see if that works better. I have no idea if you can hear me or not because, well, nobody's in here. Try that again. Maybe with this phone it'll work, but I don't know. I have no idea. Technology just never seems to want to do the same thing twice. So I just sort of, I don't know, press buttons and hope something will work at some point. I don't know. So how's everybody doing this morning? We got lots going on. I got a few things to do, but we'll see if Mr. Scott can catch up here. Oh, excuse me. But anyway, I got a few things we can do. Like, for instance, I am still sort of working on the setup, the new setup I have for filming for YouTube videos and stuff. And I've been looking for a backdrop. I think I've got one. So I may put that up here in a bit. I have to do some adulting things like, you know, put my medicine box back together. I mean, all kinds of different things. So, you never know. I might sit here and do some more nail stuff. I don't know, but I'm going to finish my coffee first and chat with you lovely folks. Oh, let's see here. Let's see if this worked better. For some reason now, it's like, I know, right? It's a miracle. For some reason, like the cheap burner phone has never worked before. It's always been, my regular phone works fine. Now it's the opposite. I don't know. Nothing with technology for me is ever the same way twice.
Of course. Where's the fun in that?
Of course. I mean, But I think the sound of the background I want to use for my filming setup. So we may go put that up here in a minute. I got to refill my medicine boxes and all kinds of other things, but I'm going to finish my coffee first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's important.
Yes, it's a priority. It's a moral imperative, if you will.
Absolutely. How dare you make a cup of coffee and not finish it? Of course, I am guilty of that sin many times over because I tend to I'll make my coffee and I'll sit there either talking or I'll start working or whatnot and forget it and it goes cold. Mm-hmm. Well, crap.
You have to get one of those mug warmer thingies. You can.
I want one of those so bad. But I either when I have the money to get one, I forget about it, or I don't have the extra cash or whatever at the time to spend it. It's just
Mm-hmm. We started using at my office candle warmers, and this was not my idea. This was my coworker's idea, and we got one. Well, I think we got one because some other people in the office had one not that far away from us. We would smell what they were burning over there. Morning, Chance.
Morning, Chance.
And the ladies I work with were like, oh, we'd love to get one too. Would you mind? I'm like, of course not. Hello. That'd be totally fine with me. Well, email went out to the office Friday saying candle warmers will no longer be allowed in the office. They are a fire hazard, and due to various employees and clients' scent sensitivities, we have decided they will be eradicated or whatever. And we did have a few people come by and complain about the scents we were burning, a couple of them, and we're like, okay, we get this, we get it. All right, yeah, we'll play the corporate game like, oh yeah, it's a fire hazard, sure. Fix my glasses here.
No, just my glasses. Got it. Oh, but the only thing I would understand is like me. Okay, my allergies. Too much scent would give me a headache. I understand that. I get that. We'd had that issue with a company I worked for, and it wasn't just me. There were some other ladies or gents in the office when I actually worked in an office that had that same problem. So we tried to not do as many scented things, but they tried to also with because the corporate controlled the thermostat.
Oh,
and it was a hospital, so it was a meat locker the entire time. Now me, I love it.
Yeah.
Some ladies who were premenopausal and weren't having to deal with hot flashes and things like that, and were, had, I don't know, it's like, girls, put on a jacket or like eat a sandwich, something.
Yeah.
But they were freezing to death. And so we said, hey, you know what? We don't mind, because our desks were positioned in such a way. If they had a space heater under their desk, it didn't affect us. It just, they kept warm and it was fine. But we would have to hide. They would have to hide their space heaters in the locked drawer every time Joint Commission came around, because it was technically a fire hazard and it was against policy and whatnot. We're like, we're not going to rat you out. We're fine. We get it. It's perfectly fine. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that whole fire hazard thing, it's like, I get that they have to, my dad's a firefighter. He has all those safety policies written. He knows, it was like we both are like, look, as long as you use the plug properly and you don't, just leave it going at the end of the day and all this kind of stuff, you remember to turn it off overnight, all this kind of stuff, you're responsible with it, it's fine. But they have to legally, if there's any chance of something going wrong, they have to legally say you cannot.
Yep.
Just as sure as they do, somebody's going to do something stupid and somebody's going to get hurt. And
forget to turn it off, and it's going to burn all night, and the whole office is going to smell like bergamot and whatever other scent someone grabs.
Oh, so-called. You are very confident there, my friend. Anyway,
whip it out. Let's see it. Show her what you got.
Right. By that we mean your wits and witticism.
Okay.
Right. Or in my case, when I worked at that office, I worked in medical records. So, leaving that on overnight could have been a little
disastrous consequences.
A little a la Library of Alexandria type thing going. It could have been bad. And now now everything's electronic. It's not so bad. It's backed up on servers. But then it was all paper charts. And some of these, some of these patients had been there, because you keep them for 10 years. You were legally had to keep the paper copies for 10 years. And in that 10 years, some of these patients were so sick that one chart was yay thick, and they had 4 of them on file. Good Lord. A Harry Potter wedding. I actually officiated one of those. It was it was fun. The reception was all Harry Potter, and actually it was fun because the bride wanted a Harry Potter themed wedding and reception. The groom wanted Star Wars. So they had a Harry Potter wedding cake, and the groom's cake was, and I have an extremely talented friend who does cake decorating and stuff like that, but it was all it was shaped, it was round and it was shaped, and it was decorated and painted like the Death Star.
Nice.
It was quite cool.
Very appropriate for a wedding.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. And they had various favors on the table, a little bit of Star Wars, like stickers and bubbles and whatever, a little bit of Star Wars, a little bit of Harry Potter, a little bit of, it was an eclectic wedding, to be sure. But it was fun, and you could tell the nerds in the congregation, because of course now they were very young and they were nervous as all get out, walking up there. And so I was like, I got to do something to ease the tension so that they'll relax and we can get this done, right? And because they were doing a hand fasting, I did the hand fasting, the ties and everything. But so they come up there and you could tell they're nervous as all get out. And so I didn't originally plan to do this, but I had kind of threatened to do it earlier. And so I was like, the first thing I opened, I had my book with all the notes that I needed to say and everything like that. And I opened my book, and everybody quieted down after the wedding march and all this kind of stuff. And so the first thing I did was I said, my wage.
Of course.
Of course, they lose it. And I was up there on the, and half of the congregation was, cracked up as well, and the other half was looking at me like, "What?"
What?
I'm like, okay, I can tell you now. The bridal party, we're all our friends and stuff, and so they cracked up too. I was like, okay, everybody good now? Okay, we
Good
can
enough?
continue.
Yes. A friend of mine also officiates wedding. He's done that as well.
It was like if I knew they would have had a problem with it, I wouldn't have.
Sure.
But they were, again, nerds of the highest order, and they were just looking so nervous. We needed to have a tension-breaking moment here.
Mm-hmm. The word is math, Cole. Mathed. M-A-T-H. Yesterday was Pi Day. Do you even know what that is? And I don't mean raspberry, cherry, and chocolate, okay?
And we're not talking girl math either.
No, not
We're
girl
not
math.
That math don't math.
No. Tomorrow's Steve Austin Day, so make sure you find your boss, boot him, and give him a stunner. That's the rules.
Yeah. Let's see. And then what? Tuesday is St. Patty's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, yeah.
I got my green on. Nobody can pinch me.
Excuse
although
me?
I got good pinchers. I can do it.
I cut your head.
Yeah, you don't hear if you're not wearing green, somebody can pinch you.
What? Who came up with that?
I don't remember where it comes, but that's been a tradition like all my life. That like if you're not wearing green on St. Patrick's Day, they can pinch you as a punishment, as like a
Are you sure they were telling you the truth and just didn't want to have a chance to pinch you? Did your dad tell you?
No, this is like everywhere. Let's see. Hold on. Okay.
Everywhere.
The St. Patrick's Day tradition of pinching people not wearing green stems from American folklore, where it's believed that wearing green makes you invisible to leprechauns who would otherwise pinch you. The practice serves as a playful reminder to wear the color to honor Irish culture.
It's a marketing thing. Because what does it say there? What did it say? It's an American folktale, not Irish folktale. So it's bullshit.
The 1700s. It's fun. I don't know. It's kind of like Easter egg hunts. It's kind of like Easter egg hunts. It makes no sense. But
yes. So just to clarify, I'm not wearing green, so pinch away. So.
And they always said my green eyes don't count. Like, dude, I have Irish in my very soul, and that doesn't count.
Right. Yeah. If I want to put Irish on, I'll just carry Michelle around.
Of course, they also, as I got older, we learned, to further take the piss out of each other. They said that the fact that I am more Scotch than Irish also made it very much didn't count, because how dare?
How dare? Yes.
How dare you?
Now now you mentioned that, I did hear you should not wear orange on St. Patrick's Day. I've heard that.
That one I haven't heard.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't really understand, because the Irish flag, of course, has what? Green, white, and orange. But I have heard something along the lines of you're supposed to not wear orange on St. Patrick's Day. I may have heard it wrong. Maybe a Mandela effect in my head. I used to get hit in the head a lot. Chair shots hurt. But I look that up if you could. Google that shit.
Let's see. To the Google. All right. Wearing orange on St. Patrick's Day is traditionally discouraged because it represents Protestant unionism and loyalty to the British Crown.
I knew it was a religious thing.
Contrasted with the green, which is associated with the Irish nationalism and Catholic tradition. While the Irish flag includes orange for a piece, wearing it can be seen as a political statement.
Ah, there you go. Okay.
So traditionalism is but I'm Protestant. I was Protestant, so I guess I was wearing orange anyway. I don't know.
Whatever.
we were on the Protestant side of history also. It was like so that we were on top sometimes in the fight, and sometimes we really in trouble. So it just depends on who was in charge at the time, and you can make whatever you wish of that. Own it, my motherfuckers.
own that shit.
Yeah, we had some issues. We had in terms of you talk of all kinds of political upheavals and traditions in various countries of who fought who and all this kind of stuff. We were on the Irish Protestant side of that part of history, and obviously we're also on the Viking side of history, and so we didn't get along with anybody apparently.
No. A lot of plundering going on there.
I mean, the tempers were very, very short. Let's say short tempers.
I just remember the Billy Connolly routine about condoms. It was like, if I ever find one of those on you, young man, you'll just leave this house. I had these fucking spring-loaded pockets. I put stuff in there, just fall right out. I was so afraid to put one in there. I'd land on the ground and say, oh my God, he's hanging with Protestants.
With Protestants. Oh my gosh.
I love that. Dolph Lundgren, fantastic.
But yeah, it's like we all those various things. Like we had. I love the Ancestry DNA. We didn't have any scandalous things come up that my dad was or not actually my dad or something like that. So, how you've heard the stories of some people that actually come through, right? Well, no embarrassing things like that. But we, the Protestant, Protestant Irish, the Norwegian, and then also one of my great aunts, great whatevers on my mother's side was actually tried in the Salem witch trials.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually survived it because she was one of the last. And this was at the point where they were figuring, okay, this is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So we have all kinds of colorful characters.
Oh yeah.
People on both sides of the Revolution, people on both sides of the Civil War, all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. Plunder Mifflin. Fantastic. Penny, you are on point today. I'm loving it.
And I love the name, the Pettysburg Address.
The Pettysburg Address. 4 whores and 7 loads ago.
We're gonna call you Petty. Is that all right?
Yeah, we're gonna call you Petty if that's all right. Tom Petty, Bob Petty, whatever. Tom Petty's Burger Dress. Anyway, yeah. So what were we talking about? I don't know. But
I don't know. But yeah, that was we did that. Let's see, on both sides. Let's see, both sides of the thing. What else? Oh, but mostly from after the Civil War, definitely after the Civil War. President of all things petty. I like it. But after, I don't know about before then, but definitely after, we were just too poor to really make any impact in this. Poor farmers, basically, is how it was. My dad's generation and mine are the first ones back to go back to college and to really be able to make something of themselves. So.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all right, let's see here. Let me do this first.
Pills.
If you're happy and you know it, shake your meds.
I thought it was take the pill. Or you take the pill.
All right. Some people I'd be much happier if they took some drugs. It'd be very
new podcast I just found out about. I think you want to check it out. It is Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner. And the podcast is called Dropping Names because that's all they do.
Oh, okay.
And they ring a bell every time they drop a name. They've had LeVar Burton on there. They just had Seth MacFarlane. It's just fun conversation. There's no political garbage. There's no controversy. It's stories about meeting this celebrity or working with this actress or what. I didn't know Brent Spiner was a singer. He does old standards too, and he put out a couple of albums doing this. Old Yellow Eyes is the number one of them.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yep, exactly. So.
I'm good at that. Hang on. Let's see. Where did I put that? Got me some more Nexium from from the Groove City store, so I gotta add that to it. Anyways, yeah, I have to remember to actually take it because the deal is it's like, okay, after I had my gallbladder out, things like excess of garlic, not, I can still have, some regular recipes, no big deal, but an excess of garlic gives me heartburn, or too acidic, like lots of tomatoes, like pizza, too much tomato sauce. You know what I mean? And I love tomatoes, damn it. But,
I think also
So
like leafy greens, spinach, things like that, you probably can't do.
no, those are fine. Those are fine.
Okay.
It's just something that's more like the more acidic things.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna check out that podcast. It sounds hilarious because I always love hearing stories and like backstories of things. When like I love watching the extra features on a DVD when they did that. Because of all of the behind the scenes stuff, and the interesting or even funny things that would happen on set. I always love watching stuff like that.
Frakes, Jonathan Frakes, actually, I believe he's from New Jersey originally, and a cousin of my mother or something was in the same school as him.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that's always like weird. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Frakes is a guy that like does not give a shit about what he says. He doesn't care about pissing off Hollywood or whatever. He's locked in. He's good. But he loves the compilations there are out of him like doing the Riker thing where he steps over the chair, sit down. He's like, what an asshole.
I can't remember exactly what he said, but I did watch a little. It was like it was on TikTok or whatever, but it was an interview where he said, we was talking about where that came from. And it was something like I wanted to do the most asshole-ish thing I could, and it stuck.
What it's a picture of Riker sitting on one of the control boards on the Enterprise, and they're like, "Does Riker realize what he's doing? He's probably just sent like 50,000 nuclear photon torpedoes to wipe out half the universe."
Right, that's a touch screen, my guy. Like, that's a touch screen, my guy. Be careful.
Yep, that part's not locked out. You crazy. What was the word? Oh, you called me a cad yesterday, which was very nice. And what was I heard a word last night. I was like, oh, I got to call her that because it's a trollop. A trollop.
Yes. Trollop. Oh yeah, the words. And now the funny thing is, it's like being from the South. There I have had those words like now it's usually like for me when somebody calls me that, it's a joke because people actually respect me and we're just joking with each other and all that other mess. And it's usually from my grandma was messing with me because I cut my hair short or something. She's like, oh, or something like that. And it was more, instead of a trollop, it was more, you hussy. You hussy.
You hussy.
But she was, she would immediately say, no, it looks great. I promise. I don't mind it. It looks great. But whatever. We were just kind of messing with each other. She was a character. I will just say, she was a character. Morning, Yara. How are you?
Hi, Yara.
I hope that's how you pronounce everything. But anyway.
Yara.
But anyway,
Mhm.
and I said, I said, Grandma, I've seen some of the outfits you wore back in the 60s. She says, hey, I have hey, that was in fashion back then. Okay. I said it still wasn't it, but I said, so it wasn't Huzzy worthy. He says, no. She says, no, everybody was doing it. I'm like, okay. You tell me all the time if everybody was gonna jump off a bridge. I said, she says, do as I say, not as I do. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
I'm like, I saw some of them mini skirts. Come on now.
Yeah, it's like when I heard my father hated that I was in pro wrestling and did that stuff and all that. Oh, it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. And then I heard after he passed all the shit he did as a kid, jumping from rooftop to rooftop and doing all that stuff. Like, oh, okay, yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. Gotcha.
And I heard all my dad's stories. He had no problem telling him, or his friends or his uncles or whatever would, tell me, in his hearing and to think to embarrass him or whatever. He had no shame at this point. He's like, I did it. I know, but it's like, he's like, I constantly tell him, I'm surprised you made it to adulthood. He says, me too. So that's a good lesson. Don't do all that shit, But,
everybody is playing well. Scarlet Witch. They're looking great on the board, especially ones like
Okay, cool.
I mean, Darius more because he was driving them nuts there. So. Nobody can go to the bathroom without me watching.
I know, yeah, it is creepy.
Yeah, Darius is a voyeur.
Cats have been getting a lot of attention this morning. They all got a thorough brushing and wipe down. And every time I drink whiskey, my ass hurts in the morning. What the hell? I've been there, man.
Does it rocket you on your ass or something?
It burns going in and coming out too.
Yep.
Only thing that hurts on me is my shit. I thought that would erase the problem.
Hey, if you went camping and woke up like roofied up and then had your pants around your ankles and a lot of Vaseline on your ass, would you want to go? Sure. Hey, want to go camping?
I know this place. It's called, what is the name of the movie?
Crystal Lake.
No, I was thinking.
Yep.
But no.
Deliverance.
There we go. If you hear banjos, run. No.
Run.
No. Going back, talking about like the stupid things our parents did is like we always agreed that like with dad's stuff is like I had no problem, not doing the things he did because it was patently like, are you idiot?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've heard the story.
The bear story, yes, the bear outfit story, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I have no problem doing that because I know it's dumb. Like what? Mm-hmm. So anyway, how he survived to adulthood? No, how he survived to age 10? I don't know. And then he ran into burning buildings for a living for 30 years. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm trying to
Yeah, basically, yep. It's that give and take.
So I figured out, let's see here, let's do this. I figured out what I want to be the background for filming. I has a blanket.
Oh, perfect.
But I got to figure out how to put it on the wall. I wonder if the thumbtacks I have will actually,
That was the first thing I thought of. Yeah, thumbtack would be fine.
Yeah, but sometimes putting thumbtacks in a wall is a pain in the ass. But
Pink, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what that is.
Let's see here. Go this way. All right.
Hey, Rachel. How you doing, girl?
Rachel! All right. Turn this on. We're in the room. Now, where am I going to put you guys so that you can continue to speak? Let's see. Do I have I think I've got one somewhere. A phone holder that I can attach to the ring light real quick.
Oh my God, that reminds me. I saw something on TikTok, and this is an impulse buy I'm trying not to do. They have a phone holder that straps to your wrist. So so if I have my phone on, my wrist, and I can talk into it, like,
oh my
that's
God.
fucking Star Wars shit right there.
Talk about make it easy to doom scroll, man.
Yes. No bingo today because our caller's husband's sick. Oh, that sucks. You don't have a backup caller?
I don't know if maybe they don't want to let like Rachel do it. They're afraid she'll cheat.
Maybe. Okay, check your volume because the sound went down again. Nope, still not there. Here we go again.
Hit the mute button accidentally.
Now we go. Oh, the mute button. Yes. Damn you, mute button.
You gotta watch out for that. Okay, so now I have marked on the wall, like whenever I film, I have marked on the wall where the top of my head and all this kind of stuff is. So I can just go ahead and put it where
it needs to be. Normally her sister does it. If she's not there last week, their mom did it, so I guess not. Okay.
Let's see here. Now the cool part about it is this is a paneled wall, so the grooves between the panels most of the time are easier to put in thumbtacks, but we'll see.
Okay.
Then again, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see here.
Yeah, anybody out there that thinks doing YouTube is so glamorous and stuff like this, no, this is what you have to do as a content creator. Either fill up your wall with garbage like I do or put up something, appropriate like she does.
Your stuff is not inappropriate.
No, it's just garbage.
Yeah. Niche. Let's put it that way.
Niche, yeah. That's a good way to put it. There's at least 2 guys I have seen doing videos. Their setups are immaculate, but they are ugly motherfuckers. They just like, why are you on camera? No, you don't look good, but they get millions of views. It's like, okay, this is not a pretty person, obviously, because I would just be like off the charts. But yeah, that's annoying.
Okay.
Look at that.
There we go. So now I will have something behind me that is not too dark, because it was just that black backdrop with the fairy lights were pretty, but they didn't really, they didn't really do much. So, and it was a bitch to get the lighting correct with something that dark behind me. So I'm hoping this isn't so bad. Oh, all right, there must be a stud there. I'm gonna have to. Ow, my thumbs.
I don't think I could be a content creator because I'm creative, so I wouldn't know what my channel would be about.
Now, there's a little bit hitting the floor, so I'm going to put it back so I don't roll over it. But there, yay!
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Now, see if it stays. That'll be the question. But yeah, that'll be sort of what you see when I do, from now on. And it fits. It's pandas.
Because you got the white background, the light will reflect off it pretty strongly, so you may have to adjust that. I know, Rachel. That's why we don't give her to you as often, because otherwise, you'll get sick of it.
It's got to be a special treat.
Mm-hmm.
Special treat every once in a while. I may go back
like-
in there here in a minute because I
Like
gotta.
women only blow their husband on their birthday. It's got to be special like that. What I say? What? Am I lying?
What? Let's see.
Wait,
I guess I'll go back.
what?
In there. What? I gotta go back in there. I'm gonna do I'm gonna post those videos so I don't have to deal with them later. Shoot. That's the only problem with it's like we get everything done, we get everything filmed, everything is edited all pretty and all this kind of stuff, and then we but I gotta go and actually go through the process of posting this shit, damn it.
Yeah. I think I'm down to 3 videos I still have to edit. 2 You Gotta Hear This episodes and 1 of my own.
Mm-hmm. So you have already sent me 2 of them I can do. The Dropkick Murphys and then the epic one. So.
The epic one, I gotta be honest, I was being lazy with the editing, but it really kind of works because we're both so ensconced in the video. Instead of jumping between shots and trying to put that up there, it's just both of us experiencing it at the same time. So it's just a close-up view at the beginning and then pretty much a 3-shot the whole rest of the way.
Yeah. A friend of mine gave me that blanket. And I like it, but it's one of those fleecy ones. And so sometimes the texture is a little weird. I was like, well, okay, it can be a wall hanging. Awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
What?
That's right.
What? All right, let's see here. Where is I think I made this there we go. It takes a second. All the screens have got to pop up now. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
What? Are you practically saying, Mom? Yeah, I'm gonna put these up. I'm gonna go ahead and just schedule them so that they'll go up without any interference from me later.
Mm-hmm. So, have you ever heard? You were asking me about a song. I think it was Disturbed's version of "Sound of Silence." If I had heard that, yes, I have. So we couldn't do it, but we could still do an analysis of it. Doesn't mean we couldn't still do it for content. Yeah. But have you ever heard the song "Hunger Strike" by Temple of the Dog?
I have not heard that one.
Okay, I'm going to put that in the list. So.
No, I was thinking of, I know they have the official music video and everything. I was thinking of the live version on the Conan show.
Okay, yeah, that's different. That one I have not heard. So we could definitely still do that.
Okay, why are you not working? Oh no. There we go. No. All right, what the fuck? Why is my...
Use fleece blankets in the winter. They're nice and warm. You wouldn't know because you might overheat because it's really warm down there. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
We have a plethora of fleece blankets up here. First time I heard the word plethora was in the movie Three Amigos.
Let's see here. Why is my keyboard not working? You're being dumb. Why are you being dumb?
Reboot.
Here's the screen. Wireless receiver. The keyboard does not want to work. There we go. There we go. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in again?
Yep.
Pretty much. All right. Now I got to go to Discord and pull up the, because you sent it to me, the thing for the, you sent me the link. Okay, it's got to go all over the place here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rachel, what are you doing today in place of bingo, besides watching us fool around?
Right. Oh, I felt bad. I posted a video yesterday for members only, and it's a reaction request from Deb. And it's actually one of her son's metal projects. He's got like 2 or 3 different bands he is in. And
Oh, wow.
she sent me the video. In the video, I call the band the name of the song, and the name of the song, the band name. Instantly got a message from her like, oh, you got it backwards. It's actually the band's name is this and the song's name is that. I'm like, oh shit, sorry.
Oh, well.
Mm-hmm. So we posted. I can't change it. So.
No. Let's see. I'm going to have to find. Is that it? Hold on. I try to pin the messages that have. No, that is not it. So I'm going to have to scroll back. I haven't used the Dropkick Murphys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's scroll.
Scroll on up. It's right past the Smooth Criminal nails.
Dave's out there doing something and smoking a cigarette right outside our fucking bedroom.
Of course he is.
No, the one above the Smooth Criminal is Epic. I'm looking for Dropkick Murphys.
Oh, that one. Sorry. Yeah, that's way up there.
That's why I pinned them. I'm like, we messaged back and forth so much. It's like trying to find something just random in there is like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's right before your hot toddy picture.
Okay. Back when I was sick.
Yep, going back to the 3rd.
Yeah,
I don't have any plans. I cleaned yesterday with the help of my younger nephew. He helped me put my Christmas stuff away. There you go.
Pinning that. And the thumbnail.
And pinned.
Got it.
Oh,
All right.
got him.
So, yeah, I had taken down my Christmas decorations. Thankfully, it all fits in one box, but the box is still sitting there. I gotta put it away.
Yeah, you want to see our St. Patrick's Day decorations? This.
Lovely.
That's it.
My mom says we could just get a tree and leave it up and change it out for the holidays. I said, look, I have a hard enough time taking down the Christmas decorations. Do you really think I'm going to put forth the effort to change out every single holiday? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, quick piece of advice. Anybody out there who has a Samsung, I can't speak to the iPhone folks. If you have a Samsung and you're running low on memory space, make sure you're going into your applications and deleting all the cache and all your data, because that is eating up your memory. I did that yesterday, and I went from 95% to 56% available, or full, I should say.
You do have to do that with iPhones as well. I've had to do that several times.
Gotcha.
Because it'll keep all that extra stuff when you download an app, or when they do an update or whatever. There's all kinds of extra stuff that it goes in there too.
Yep.
You don't need all that. So
No.
you have to do that every once in a while. Just go through and clear it out.
Looking at my phone, it was like 96% full. I'm like, I don't have anything on here more than usual. And then I started digging into, the device battery stuff, and of course it does closing this and checking that and blah blah blah. And then I was like, wait a minute, what if I did this? Wow.
Oh yeah.
I can like take a 2-minute video and not think I'm going to run out of space.
Right? I do that whenever I go on a trip and I'm going to take lots of pictures, so I don't want it to be like, you're running low on memory, delete something in the middle of trying to get a shot.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I thought about changing out Christmas ornaments for just green ones, but it was a lot of work. I did post what my window looks like on the Discord. I have to go back and look. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got Discord open over here anyway, so why not?
Oh yeah, I see it. It's in my. I see it in my Discord. That's a nice cauldron. I like it.
I like the little
Pot of gold
the little
there.
gold. Those are cute. Let's see, where am I at here? All right, now that I got that put through. You are like so needy. Anytime I'm like elsewhere actually doing something, you want me to pay attention to you. But when I'm just, hanging out and I want to pay attention to you, you're taking a nap over back in the back room. Diva cat.
Mm-hmm. Google tells me I'm running out of space. Yeah, if you have a Google Drive and you save pictures to your phone and it automatically updates to your Google Drive as well, or photos, that could be running out of memory.
Yeah, and they'll tell you that like on for the iCloud or whatever it is, Now they'll tell you a lot of times, like on the iCloud or even on the Google Drive, they'll tell you you're running out of memory. Buy this more. No, don't buy any more.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and clear out some of that unnecessary crap. Let's see. What was the name of that song? It's by the Dropkick Murphys, but it's not the Dropkick Murphys. Hold on.
Going up to Boston, was it?
Something like that. Let me see.
Yeah.
Hold on. I go through my history. I pulled up. Whenever I do is like I pull up the history and I copy the link to it and put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends on how we filmed back in January, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm shipping up to Boston.
Okay. Oh, I know there's an easier way to do that, Amanda. You put the the videos in your collab playlist.
There you go.
I was today years old when I remembered.
Oh yes, I posted my St. Patrick's Day video. It's do another Celtic Woman reaction, but it's a fun song, not a tearjerker.
There are so many options with them. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 videos lined up in the You Gotta Hear This to be reacted to playlist I have.
And I've got to get to work. I only have a few.
Mm-hmm. Now, one of these may have to be a multi-parter because one of these videos is 22 minutes long.
Maybe.
But
That's
I think
like
it's going to be.
I was like, I deleted things to make more room, so I don't like doing it when I'm taking videos of pictures. Right when you're in the middle of trying to take pictures and stuff and trying to do all that. No, it's a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I was thinking about. I'm gonna have to see what happens with when I post the Epic video, because if you just I was thinking the other night, if you decide to do it, it is a large undertaking. But I was thinking it would be a moot point if I've seen a lot of creators recently, like when me and DJ reacted to it at first, it was 2 years ago. And at the time, the guy who wrote it didn't have a whole lot of copyright protection and stuff on it because it was so new. Well, I've seen a lot of creators recently cut things for copyright, and they haven't said anything about they were having trouble with YouTube cutting it. They did it just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see, since we didn't cut anything in it, we didn't make any jump cuts or any or whatever. I want to see if it does okay. If it and if it does fine, we can revisit the conversation. If it starts to mess up if it gets a lot of copyright strikes or anything like that, I say don't even worry about it. If we feel like it later, we can do it for our own amusement and not film it. But
Right, yeah.
that's going to have to be first. That question's going to have to be answered first.
Yeah.
Because I know neither of us want to deal with that BS.
No. Even the Celtic Woman video I did got partially blocked.
Wow. Okay.
Several. It's not available in several countries. That happened to me a lot with, for some reason, what I was doing the band The Warning. Every video I was doing with them in the later months got partially blocked, like in Russia and various other like Asiatic countries. It was fine in the States. That's all I cared about, as long as you could see it here.
Right.
But yeah, that's why I stopped doing reactions to The Warning, just because some of those went from partially blocked to fully blocked. I mean, this is a waste of time now. What's the point?
Right. Like most of those, when it does that, it'll tell me it's only like 95%, like 5% blocked. So 95% everybody else, okay, I don't care.
Nope.
But you know,
I don't
and as
care
long
if
as
it's
it
stuff in Kazakhstan.
right, and as long as it doesn't give me a copyright strike, that's a whole different thing. So let's
Why don't I get this kind of commentary on my videos? Come on.
I have no idea. Apparently attract the trolls. They're trying to be trolls, but they're actually kind of funny.
Yeah, I know. Hi, Cammy. Like, you know, some chill guy. If you want to whip it out and have a contest, go ahead. Just don't be upset when I bury your ass. All right. Ask your mom; she'll tell you. Maybe that's why I don't get these comments.
And don't look at me. I'll hold up scorecards.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
like ratings.
Ratings. I mean, and don't worry. Like, look, I will be harsh. Okay, I will be harsh. I had a friend who, like, okay, she makes, you know, spicy content and all this kind of stuff, and she would constantly get unsolicited pics. Okay, and it was like she's like, I've seen so many. It is like getting boring and annoying at this point. Okay, so she's like, guys, if you're gonna send one, do something interesting with it, like cover it in glitter or something. And so she starts dozens and dozens of glitter peens. Like, she started like on her, obviously not on, you know, YouTube or anywhere like that where, you know, because you couldn't, but she started like on her Patreon or something, rating them and giving scoops, and, you know, like, it was hilarious.
You know, she said, clean the dumpster out, cleaning this out, or get the fuck away from the window.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And
That's why you're with me.
Usually it's about each other.
Right.
We enjoy taking the mickey out of each other, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
What happened, Cammy? Too much to even talk about here.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
All right, so premiere on St. Patrick's Day. Like, normally I'll pick like Thursday or Friday to be my day, you know, to do, but it's like it's a St. Patty's Day reaction, so it needs to be a St. Patty's Day release.
I mean, this is what I consider.
Right? A dick pic.
I love those. Those are the best.
Dicks aren't photogenic. You know, honestly, you're right, Rachel. I'm sorry. Okay, we could get into a whole thing about that. The human bits and bobs. I don't care where you look, if it's on a woman, a man, or neither or both. They're not real photogenic. That's not the point. That's not the purpose. They're not supposed to be photogenic. let's see here. What am I looking at? So I want to do this one also for next week.
I mean, check out this shriveled up dick.
He was a handsome devil back in the day. Leave it be.
I know. You know, good for him. He's 100 years old. We got the point.
Let's see here. And honestly, those like people that say, "Oh my God, good for him. He's made it to that." Honestly, he probably had not a whole lot to do with that. Like that was sheer luck, the universe, something. It's like, let's see here. I love watching the videos of these women, like these older ladies. They say, you know, like one was like 110, you know, and they ask her what does she attribute to having lived so long or something like that, and she says, well, I have a glass of whiskey every day. I smoke like I chain smoke, you know, like.
Mm-hmm.
You basically have Keith Richards yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
That man is not well preserved. He's pickled.
Preserved, if you will.
He's positively embalmed. Yeah, they're gonna morph him for time in general when fun times is over. They're kind of ugly, yeah. But no, that man, I swear, you try to cremate him, he's gonna blow up the funeral home.
Mm-hmm.
It's from the residual fumes. I know he doesn't do it anymore because he's kind of figured out, hey, at this day and age, it's probably not as fun as it used to be.
No,
but still,
although
he's got enough
it's funny to see him in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was the best cameo ever.
Mm-hmm.
Because him his natural demeanor is so Johnny Depp, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Right.
I guess again, I don't know. Like I say, somehow Keith Richards managed to pickle himself with all that stuff. I guess it was the type and combination of stuff he used. I don't know.
Keith Richards has outlived Keith Moon, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Lemmy, Ozzy.
I'm telling you,
Kurt Cobain, and yeah.
I'm telling you, he's embalmed.
Yep.
Paul McCartney was in one? When?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. The last one, I think, he plays Captain Sparrow's uncle.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the last one.
There you go. Yep.
They get to the point where it's like, okay, wait, we're making another sequel? Why?
Why?
Was Johnny Depp even in the last? Then that's why I haven't seen it. What's the point without Captain Jack?
Right. Yeah, I thought he had a cameo. So I've seen all 5. Michelle loves them too. I do enjoy them. I do like those movies. And at first I was like, that's stupid. Then I got hooked into it. But yeah, let me cruise the expert here. Oh, darling. Pirates of the Caribbean question. There's been 5 of them, correct? 5 movies? Because one of them, isn't Johnny Depp not in it or barely in it?
No, they didn't finish making it because of the child.
Okay.
Do you happen to have your Disney set? Text me on your phone.
I can type it out. Oh, it's logged in.
Oh, the goddamn.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on a second. I don't need Zootopia. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah, I did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And there are 5 pirate movies.
Yes, the 5th one was Dead Men Tell No Tales, which really, dropped everyone's jaw.
Right.
But they were talking about doing another one because of No, this is the one where he. Ew, don't put me on. That look awful.
I can't look any better.
At World's End, he had to go out and do the 10-year rotation. This one, he came back because his son broke the spell.
We won't spoil anything. But,
Well, somebody watched the damn thing. I mean, but yes, the fifth one was supposed to be it. But remember when he was laying in bed,
right?
And they showed something on the floor. There was supposed to be a sixth one with him and his wife and Johnny Depp. But
yeah, there was talk of a sixth movie, and then I think that's when the Amanda Heard thing happened, and blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah.
But in the same
And she got pulled out of the second Aquaman movie.
She had like just a few. She was the mother of the baby he was raising. How can she not be? I didn't own shit for that reason. And you know my stance on that.
Yeah, Johnny was in all five. Okay. I think he wasn't as featured, I think, in like the fourth movie or something like that. So it's more about the other characters. Yeah.
The mermaids. The fourth one was the mermaids, I believe.
Yes. So yeah, fourth movie, Mermaids, because that's got Blackbeard. I found out that guy who does Blackbeard is in some of the John Wick movies, one or two.
Yeah. He's in several good movies. I haven't seen the whole thing, but the series American Gods. He's in that one. He's very he really does that not over the top, but all the creepier for it, sinister villain. You know what I mean? Very good at that.
Johnny said he wasn't going to do any more during the trial. Okay. Well, money talks, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I don't blame him for having to go through all that bullshit. But it's stressful enough as it was, I guess. Well, let's see.
Thank you, Lucky Shamrock, for the like.
Oh, thank you. Let's see.
I guarantee you Carol's already got that house decked out for Easter because I didn't realize it was the first weekend of April.
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks away.
It's right after Dad's birthday. Look at
Curse of the Black Pearl, 2 Dead Man Chest, 3 at World's End.
really need to start with that one. Otherwise, you're going to miss stuff. And I'm not talking about a 24-hour thing. We really need to do it over the weekend.
Stranger Tides, Dead Men Tales. Yeah.
I have to go back and watch some of those because, like I say, they're fun, swashbuckling.
CGI is good. It's not over the top.
Right.
Or at least it is, but in some cases where it's necessary. Yeah, the actor who plays Davy Jones, his CGI effects and everything,
Bill Nye or whatever his name was.
Here.
A lot of people have been done with Disney lately. Rachel, they've been really screwing people over.
I love it.
Yeah, bottom line, Disney's a horrible company, but they keep buying up shit we love, and it's like, oh, you fucking bitch. It's like your disgruntled divorced partner that gets the kids. You're tied to them forever.
Well, it's like my mom. My mom keeps saying, for certain things, so Disney does something, dumb or stupid, or they, she's like, we gotta boycott this company, we gotta boycott this company. I said, you start doing that, you're not gonna be able to do anything.
Nope.
We've had friends boycott Amazon. How long is this?
Yeah, I'm sure they're really hurting.
Yeah. don't worry, what you don't order, I gotta make up.
Right.
Or Mama G did.
Yeah. That's why people are done with them, because they're buying everything. Yeah. Paramount just got Warner Brother Discovery. They've gotten a whole bunch of stuff. And that was a battle between Paramount and Netflix for a while there, because Netflix put out the initial trade, I think, the initial offer. Then Paramount superseded it. Then Netflix went above, and then Paramount was trying to do a hostile takeover, and it just eventually Netflix was like, all right, fuck this, we're done. And the amount that these companies are coming up with to buy these companies, billions of dollars, and guaranteed they're not going to see that money back. They're just leveraging one company for another, and it is going to cause some major fucking shit.
Why is it still playing? I stopped.
Anyone else remember when you didn't stream Netflix? We had Netflix years ago, and then it got boring. We dropped it, and the only reason I got Netflix again is because Monday Night Raw went to Netflix. And since I don't want to pay $30 a month for the ESPN streaming service so I can watch the WWE pay-per-views, I use a VPN so I can watch them on Netflix internationally. So I have to pay. I don't pay very much for Netflix. I do like the bare minimum there, but I have to pay $13 to $14 a month for the VPN to watch the PLE, so I don't spend $30 on top of the money for Netflix to watch the WWE stuff. Yeah. And this is why WWE is getting a lot of flack, because their parent company now, Endeavor, aka TKO, has raised their ticket prices to ridiculous prices, to where nobody can afford it. The cheapest ticket at the upcoming WrestleMania for one night is $250. That's way up in the cheap seats. Yeah, in a stadium in Vegas, that's $200 for that one ticket. That doesn't include your travel, your food, your hotel, everything else come with it. If you want to get the VIP package for WrestleMania, for all the shows involved, and the seating, and the hotel accommodations, you're looking at 30 to 40 grand for one package. I went to WrestleMania 29. That was in 2013, and me and a buddy of mine went. And the package we got was probably $3,500. That was WrestleMania, the Hall of Fame at Madison Square Garden, Monday Night Raw at the Izod Center, so 3 events. And then you had passes to go to the fan access conventions and the hotel accommodations. Otherwise, you had to go there yourself, pay for your own food, not including any merchandise you might buy. So that was 2013, $3,500. This is 13 years later. That package now will be around 10 grand.
That's a car. Like, the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I remember when it was like family video, except you didn't have to go into the store. Yeah.
Okay. And I think we're talking about this on the live stream. The Who. Okay.
Yep.
You've seen the Wolf Totem, just them, right?
Yes.
With them riding on the motorcycles and stuff. Okay. I want to show you the one with Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach that they collabed to do that one. It was really
nice.
And you may have watched the TikTok that I sent you, but I want us both to react to the Sammy Davis Jr. doing Phantom. That deserves everyone to see that. That is so. It is so cool. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, I put this on here just to. I think I wanted to put it on my playlist by myself. The Korn, the Chutes and Ladders.
Oh yeah, Korn, Chutes and Ladders. Yeah. It
what do you call it? It has bagpipes in it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, let's see. All right. So it looks like, according to the checks, the ruthlessness will be. It says copyright protected content found, but the owner allows you to use the content. You just can't monetize.
you got to share it or something like that, or whatever. Okay, that's typical.
I don't mind as long as they don't, put an actual strike on my channel. That's annoying as all get out.
I've only gotten a strike once, and that was from a wrestling video I did where I got a whole lot of down things and a lot of bad comments. I probably got reported on it, and that got me a strike. I just had to do like some kind of HR video thing, and it got the strike removed.
Yeah.
So strikes don't really happen as often as people will, as happened to some people, but it's also we're low tier channels.
Like, and honestly, like I say, as long as they, they won't let you put the video back up, obviously, but as long as they take the copyright strike off, I don't care,
Yeah.
The only time I have ever removed a video is because of the fans got absolutely toxic in the day. From one, I don't name the artist because I don't have any issue with that. It's like, because the artist was fantastic. The fans are apparently very toxic. It was actually, it was Diana Ankudinova, the young Russian lady, gorgeous voice. And then the other one was, let's see, it was an earlier, what do you call it? An earlier video I did. It was and I was surprised at I was surprised that these fans were so like toxic. I was like, what the hell? It was I don't know, I'll find it eventually, but it was like, really, guys, calm the fuck down. So I didn't remove the video, or maybe I did, but I definitely took off the turned off. I took off the comments. You guys are being stupid. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Yeah, so I have 8 videos in my playlist for us. I would like us to do, for you, I want to do the trilogy of Metallica's Unforgiven.
Ooh, okay.
Because they did 3 Unforgiven songs. Then there is the Superhero Bowl.
Uh-huh.
That will be something that will tickle your nerd bone. A reaction request actually from my friend Pixie, aka Lament Butterfly, and she sent it to me as a request reaction, but I thought this would be perfect for both of us to do. It's a cover of Rasputin.
Oh wow! Okay.
From a group called Aurora. So I thought that'd be perfect for us. I found a guy named Jared Haley, and he does an a cappella version of the Final Countdown.
Ooh, okay.
The song Hunger Strike from Temple of the Dog, and the 20-minute video, which may become a 2 or 3-parter, is a young man named Jacob Collier, and he is an experienced. Have you heard of him? He's an experienced, he's a musician, like a savant, brilliant musician. He improvises with an orchestra.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I think he basically arranges something on the spot with an entire orchestra and an audience. I saw a clip of something like that. I'm like, this might be something we need to check out. So that's what I have lined up so far.
Okay. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I did take that because I was just done with it. I what the I think it was like, I think it might have been like Pink Floyd or somebody, but I'm like, dude.
Oh.
But, I'm gonna have to look through some stuff. Like, I'm running out of. I have to just look through the playlist on my phone and be like, hey, I wonder if he's heard it or not. There's something. Go through and I'm like, he doesn't want to hear this. He doesn't like this. Like, just try it.
Mhm.
What is all this stuff? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Why did that out of my head? I don't know. Have you? Oh, this would have been a good one for St. Patty's Day, and I forgot to do it. You've heard, or no, I might have shown you the 7 Drunken Knights.
What is it? Don't worry, she's just murdering a mouse. It's okay.
Drunken Knights.
I have heard that. Yes. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, she's smashing ice. That's what she's doing. Yeah.
Now, we could go through together the I'm doing this basically. I'm planning on doing this just myself or whatever. We could go through together. Home Free came up with an entire album of sea shanties and folk songs.
Mhm.
So much fun. I've heard a couple of them. Hadn't heard all of them. I got to go through the whole album.
Are you sure they're sea chanties? Because actually, I know that's why I did that.
The person that made the comment, it was more of a like the attitude through the comment was more of a big nerd who wanted to share something with me and help me learn something rather than like a carrot. I was like, I let it go. I was like, you know what? They're just fantastic. It's fine.
Mhm.
Let's see here. And there was that's that other thing. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that one. Man, share screen or something. It was a TikTok video I saw about it was the drums and music theory combined. It was kind of cool.
Oh.
It was Jamaican the kettle drum thingy. Why are you doing that? I don't want that. Go away. Okay, there we go. Anyway. So yeah, I'm compiling some things. I gotta find some other cool stuff, but let's see. For the 4th of July, we could do a couple of things that have nothing to do with current politics.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's one that was going around for years ago. The Star Spangled Banners. You've never heard it?
Oh, okay.
It is a story behind how the song was written, which is very cool, very historical. There are obviously not 100% accurate. There was some artistic license taken, but hey, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of that, that of course was written by Francis Scott Key, and we were talking before about your heritage, going back into your family history. Someone in my office claims that many generations ago they related to Francis Scott Key, like their 8th great grandfather or some shit.
It's like it's that it is annoying to keep continuing to say the word great.
Yep.
I don't know if we're related to anyone famous or infamous, however you want. I haven't found that particular any of that yet. But, let's see here. What else am I looking at? Yeah, I was like, if we do Epic the Musical again, we're gonna do it in a different way, because I remember when me and DJ did it, we only did one song per week, and it took us over a year to get through it all. Like,
yeah,
whole saga. It's gonna be a long video, but we would do a whole saga at a time. Like,
yeah, it would just take us forever.
There are things we would change for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a lot. Ooh, okay, the Longest Johns, they are fun. I might do some with them. The Land Dogger is a good one. Let's see here. of like doing some videos where I answer like trivia. There's one is like name the hey morning Coasty. Islander there is Coasty.
Oh, that's Coasty. Hey, Coasty, how you doing, friend?
Yeah, I might do somewhere like there's a name these show tunes by the listening to the song. Can I name it? You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I might do some of that. I'm considering finding a game that I can download for free on my laptop here to play to do something. I don't know. I'm thinking with different.
There is a website that my buddy Thrash Maniac has been using. What's it called? It's kind of a ranking website, but it sets up a particular subject in brackets to where you can vote on which bracket and wind it down to the best, whatever you want to call it. Bracket finder? Let me see. I saw him using it on a stream. I thought it was brilliant. And bracket fights, that's it.
Oh.
Yep. Yep, there's all kinds of stuff on there that you can do.
Yeah. Well, I actually I found an old sketchbook or journal that I had actually written all this out. And we could have an argument about this, on a further live stream or whatever. Where I have a theory that half of in most of the musicals that you will ever see, the main character is not necessarily the one who has the best songs or the best singing voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually a secondary character. And I have examples.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda is not the greatest singer. He's got awesome songs, but like the best singer and the best song I know in there was Washington's "Time to" or "How to Say Goodbye" or "One Last Time," whatever it was.
Yep.
For instance, as one example.
Yeah, definitely. I would say the structure of those, going with that sentiment, the structure is we need a strong lead that will just, keep everything going so we can show all these other great talents that are out there. Hence the leading man, a title that was given in early Hollywood days, because you needed that one person to be the anchor for the movie, and then you could showcase all these other newer talents in roles that were considered tertiary, minor, whatever, but wound up being standout performances. So
it could also, in terms of that, the leading man that carried this thing, like in the case of, again, Lin-Manuel Miranda, he is not the greatest singer in the world.
Nope, and he'll admit that.
But his acting was great.
Mm-hmm.
He had the charisma, and he had the, like, especially at the end where he's showing a lot of emotion and sorrow in a lot of the things he's doing, was superb.
Yep.
I will not fault him for that. And the talent he had to write the whole damn thing. I mean, come on.
Right. Yeah. Collaborating with it. Or he told the story. He was, I can't remember which song it was. I think it was Aaron Burr's "Wait for It," and I think he was invited to a party at a friend's house. He lives in New York City. In New York City, you can take public transportation, subway, all that stuff. And he was working on Hamilton at the time. Hamilton took, I forget how many years to write, 6 or 7 years, or something like that, maybe longer. Yeah. But he had this one idea for a song, and he couldn't really get it down. And he walked to the subway from his apartment, took the subway across town to his friend's house, got dropped off to the station, was walking to his friend's house, got to the party, got a drink, took 2 sips, and it hit him. And he's like, I gotta go now. And he did. And he left the party after all that, pulled out his phone, and just started speaking to his phone like, Every day. He just started going through the melody that came up in his head as he's walking back to the subway after we went all the way across town to this party, got home, and instantly started working on the song. So, as I said yesterday, inspiration will come at you whenever it wants to.
Of course, when you want the muses to help you out, they're nowhere to be found.
Yep. Yeah, I just plugged in. I had a riff in my head. Yesterday, I got sad news for metalheads. Friday was a man named Phil Campbell. He was the guitar player for Motorhead. Had passed away, and that was a huge blow to me because I've been a Phil fan for years. And he carried on the tradition the original guitar player of Motorhead established in the late 70s and the 80s. He carried that on and made himself stand out as an important musician too. And that got me to pick up one of the basses and just start jamming this. I had this one riff chord pattern for a decade, and I just started playing. I'm like, wait a minute. If I extend this part out, that becomes the verse. This becomes the chorus. I can change it. Plug in, microphone, webcam, turn everything on, hit record, get this out before I lose it. I just started jamming on it. I'm like, and I finished. I'm like, that's a song. That's a fucking song. Maybe I can do this one for this. And I grabbed the guitar and I started working on a second one. And then I was like, oh my God, I got a blues bridge here. Where the hell did that come from? How did this riff come out? What the fucking record that? And then, all right, I got this other song I worked on for years. Let me see if I can get this one. And I got one down. And that's when I messaged you. I'm like, that fucking bitch rode me hard for 3 rounds.
I call it. Not really calling it a favor, but it's like, okay, I gave you the gift of surprising you with one of my songs. So we have to when you finish one of these, I want to react.
Okay, all right. We shall do that. It's going to take a while to get lyrics and all that stuff because I got the oh yeah, it's supposed to. Sorry, I moved the table on here. I should have done that. Sorry.
I think no, I moved it back there because I was trying to get Darius.
That was me. It was me. I moved it.
No, I had to move it back to get Darius because he was laying right there.
Whatever. I moved it.
We moved it together.
Both of us are arguing about who moved this table. I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't. No, I didn't. Instead of you moved the table. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, we're like opposite right now. I made a whole plot for a book while walking and chatting with friends. Dude, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I have what you call the scratch track for 3 songs, and then it's like, all right, I figure out the guitar. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to do a lead. Because I know what the measures would have to be for the lead. I could kind of do that. I gotta write lyrics. It's like, oh shit.
Songwriters. It's not the most difficult part is not necessarily all the extra stuff, all of the harmonies and all of the extra instruments and all of the hardest part is coming up with the melody first.
Mm-hmm. Now, thankfully, I don't have to worry about melody. You know the song that I wrote, the song I did called Slice. Talk about that. Let's see. So I'm gonna put you in on a inside baseball with that song. I have never said what that song's about. Okay.
Oh.
Now the lyrics go picking you up. Just another Friday night, sizing you up. What a lovely sight. I can't find it right now, so I'm just going by my head. And the chorus is ripping the flesh, spilling the red, snapping the bones, slice. What do you think it's about?
Well, anybody who, like, I'm guessing this is incorrect, but anybody who knows you would think it's about a horror movie.
Mm-hmm. It's not. I gotta find the lyrics because it makes it's so much easier to explain if I
Rachel goes, murder.
Mm-hmm. I was sitting at work and I just started writing. I had an image in my head and I'm just like, write these things down. Oh, that sounds like that, but that's not what it's about. You know, it's not an allegory, it's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
I can't find the freaking lyrics to this thing. Oh well. If I find the lyrics and read them out, it comes more apparent. But you know, like I said, the chorus right there: ripping the flesh, splatter the red, snapping the bone, slice. The song's about pizza.
You wrote a fucking song about pizza. Wow. I love it. You heard it here.
Flesh, cheese, splatter the red, sauce, snapping the bones, the crust, slice. Picking you up another Friday night, sizing you up, what a lovely sight.
It's like when I learned that the all of the formulas and everything that runs by in the Matrix is actually sushi recipes.
Sushi recipes, yes. Yeah. So I was at work writing down lyrics, and I just thought, it's picking you up. It's another Friday night, sizing you up. What a lovely sight! What that pizza's going to go. Oh, it's going to look so good. You know, set you up in my black Trans Am. I just thought that sounded cool. And the last verse. I just played the freaking song. There's no copyright problem here. and the lyrics are in the video that I made. Yeah, so I've never explained to anybody except like my mom and Michelle what that song's really about. You heard it here first. That's right.
Like, and Rachel know this, but like, we got some insider information. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Exactly. Where am I going? Jesus. I'm trying to figure out where the hell I'm going with my channel. Yeah. Wireless. There it is. I mean, you can't really hear it. Yo, I have the sound effect of a pizza slicer right there. Guitar comes in. So it's paused there. So it's. Let's see. I'm still not picking you up. Another Friday night. Sizing you up. What a lovely sight. Now, of course, that sounds like I'm some kind of serial killer and I'm looking for my next victim, right? Right. No. Hook you up. Your life is in my hands. Set you up in my black Trans Am. Then the chorus comes in, ripping the flesh, the cheese, splatter the red, the sauce, snapping the bones, the crust, slice, tear you up, gut you like a fish, eat you up. It's my sadistic wish. Now that could be a little bit of a throw off because of the word sadistic. I do admit that. But just the way you'd see a guy in his 20s on a Friday night when he's bored, ripping into a pie, it would be pretty nasty.
Like, I've always looked at, like, if you watch a Louisiana person, chowing down on some crawfish, it looks barbaric.
Yeah. You were hungry and wanted pizza, exactly. And then the last verse, lay you down, buried in a box, till the next town, my hunger never stops.
That's pretty good. I love it.
Yep. So there you go.
As you men.
Nobody figured it out. Fun fact, it'll be a year in May when I debuted that, because I did it on my 6-year anniversary stream.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's so off the wall that given what we know about you and your love of horror and all this kind of stuff, it is right. Just, I mean, who honestly would make that connection?
Right. Mm-hmm. The whole thing threw us off, and that was the point. That's creative license. That's it happens in music all the time. Songs like what's that song? Star Vocal Band, Afternoon Delight. It's about getting some. So it's always been like that. Now I have these 3 new songs that I have to try to write lyrics for, and do I go in the same direction with it, or a little bit more explicit with it? I don't know. Plot twist, it really wasn't about pizza.
You'll never know.
That's why also I have the members of my channel, the SMF crew. I've never said what SMF stands for, and I'm not going to.
I'll see if you can tell me, and then I'll be like, I'm not telling the rest of you. No, I just realized, I was looking at the, I got to go back and, because I was a member of the channel, I realized when you switched everything up, apparently it threw me off, because I tried to look at that video, members only, the other day, and I was like, it won't let me. Oh, I got to re-up.
Right.
Let me remember. Actually do that before I forget.
There you go. It's $2.99. And I did that because, the $5.99 was fine, but I thought, well, times are tough. I'm asking $3. That's cheaper than the Twitch subscription. And for me, it's not about the money. It's about seeing if I get numbers up. So it's probably something funny, just like a song about pizza. Yeah.
Adamant. My mother still does that. Far too cheerful for this time of morning. She once tried to, like, when I was it was funny. My aunt, her sister was over after, like, because she'd come for my high school graduation, and it was the following morning, because we'd had a big party and lock-in at the school for graduating seniors. We lasted all freaking night, and they were gracious enough to let me stay till like noon, and I'm on the floor in the den, basically, because my aunt took over my room, and she comes in there and she gets down, she starts to rub my back and put my hair to try to gently wake me up. I'm like, Auntie, you're gonna put me back to sleep. It's doing the exact opposite of what you want to do here. Mm-hmm. She's like, are you gonna get up? I said, yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm. Rachel, if you think that's what it stands for, that's for you. That's mine.
Scott, motherfuckers.
No, but it could be. Sexy motherfucker, slap my fanny, whatever you want. It's up for your interpretation.
Plot twist. It actually doesn't mean anything. It's just for us.
It's just letters. In all fairness, it is the title of a Twisted Sister song. So, but it's not what that stands for.
I mean, Just guessing. We're having fun guessing.
I'm just guessing.
Okay, well, we've been on here for like an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I got to eat lunch and I've got to do other stuff. So, and you got plenty of other stuff to do too, I'm sure.
Doing the whole thing. I got laundry and shit. Anyways, all right. Well, thank you. Yeah, I was getting ready to say that, Rachel says.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you all for joining and, letting us ramble on as we usually do.
Yep.
Back probably next week. As far as I know, I'm got nothing else to do. So, okay. All right.
Be checking both our channels for new content for St. Patrick's Day, please.
All right. See you later.